Hello students. Students, in this video today we'll be just knowing our syllabus in the chapter 1 class of science chemistry. So the chapter name is matter in our surroundings, right? It is all about matters and surroundings, relation of these surroundings and matter, right? Okay, so without wasting any time, let us start knowing what are the contents in it. Now first one is the matter. It is the intro, right? Introduction of matter. What is matter? We'll know in this, and few examples of matter, right? Okay, second thing is characteristics of particles of matter. Now we all know that matter, we are considering here the particles of matter. So what are the characteristics for this? Now here the four characteristics are there, characteristics. Now first one is small, that the characteristics are very small. Okay, the second one is they are continuously moving. The third one is they are spacey, they are having spaces between them and they attract each other. The next one is attraction, right? Here you can note it down, attract. Here this one is attract. So I hope you all know that what is it. Okay, so let's continue with this. Okay, now next comes states of matter. Now what are states of matter, right? Okay, now there are three states and two additionals which we will not discuss in detail, but the names you should know. So we'll know about all these three states of matter in detail and two just as the introductions, right? Okay, next, this. Now here these are the points here due to which or on the basis of which we are just comparing the particles of matter. States of matter, like we are comparing solid with liquid with gas also. So what are the basis of comparison? So this is the first base, it is rigidity, right? Okay, what is rigidity and which state of matter is having more or less or what rigidity? So next is compressibility. The next one is melting point, boiling point, intermolecular forces, the forces between the molecules internally. Okay, the intermolecular space, the space between the molecules internally, right? Okay, the next one is density, then comes diffusion. Okay, diffusion, and then is one more, this is fluidity. Okay, so we'll be comparing all the states of matter on these points, right? Okay, what is next? Next is the condition for something to be a matter. Under what condition we can state anything that it is a matter? We should know this. This is also a question. 1 mark question comes from this, right? And if the examples are there, then it is of 2 marks. Now next comes the classification of matter. Now how we gonna read some history? Now this is a historical part, right? This is introduced in your chapter, that who classified matter. Well, the classification of matter was done by three parts. The first one was ancient Indian philosophers. Matter was classified by ancient Indian philosophers, then Greek philosophers, then modern day scientists also classified matter. What is matter, right? I hope you got to know. Next comes physical properties. Okay, next chemical properties. Now physical properties about matter and chemical properties of matter, right? Next is the Brownian motion. Now this thing you won't be able to get in the NCERT textbook, but this is a question that often comes. Brownian motion, right? So you should take the help of the internet, or I'll be explaining in my videos also. So we'll be covering this one also, the Brownian motion. The particles of matter are very, very small. Now this is again the characteristics, characteristics of particles of matter. They are very, very small, they have spaces between them, they are continuously moving and they attract each other, right? All these things. Okay. Now next is fluidity, the relation between fluidity and the fluids, right? Now we'll be studying this also. Okay, then there is something else also. Now this is a lower fixed point and upper fixed point. Okay, now whenever the boiling takes place, the boiling and melting takes place, there is a lower fixed point and the upper fixed point, right? We should also study this. Okay, next are the properties of solids. Now here the properties of solids, properties of liquids and properties of gases we are going to cover in this chapter. So this is also a part of the syllabus. This is a major syllabus. Now next comes temperature. Now common unit of temperature is C, degrees Celsius, right? degree Celsius. Okay, now what is next? Next is the SI unit of temperature, that is the Kelvin scale. SI unit of temperature, that is a Kelvin scale. Okay, and now after this, here comes, the next point is fusion, right? Melting, you must say. Okay, so next are the sublimations and deposition. What is sublimation and what is deposition? Next comes condensation, which is freezing, lowering the temperature. Okay, now next is vaporization. Now when anything is in the pathway to be a you must say heat up, so that thing vaporizes, so vapors arise, so that is the state, that is the process of vaporization. Okay, then comes boiling, changing the physical state of matter, latent heat of fusion, now latent heat of vaporization, factors affecting vaporization. Now here it's an important question. It often comes in the exams, is what are the factors which affect vaporization? So you need to mention the surface area, temperature of liquid, humidity, wind speed, atmospheric pressure, right? There are 5 points, so you need to mention all and write 2-3 lines about each of one of them, how they are affecting the vaporization. So okay, next point is cooling caused by vaporization. Now here the question also comes here about this concept. Now next is the presence of water vapor in the air. Now what is the presence of water vapor? What is the percentage of water vapors in the air, right? Okay, so now there are 2 more states of matter, as we have discussed earlier also, that there are 5 states of matter. 3 you gonna discuss in detail, and 2 just be introductions, that is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, here your syllabus, the list of syllabus ends up, so we'll discuss these things in detail in the videos and notes, so you just note it down, and anything if anybody is having doubt, then can comment me in the comment box or call me on number I'll give in the descriptions. Thank you.